you please remain on stage, and we're going to welcome back Meg and Roberto. What an excellent FOSS project hour. How outstanding that we have a great diversity of folks who've contributed in many different free software projects. That is something that I personally appreciate, the grand diversity in free software opportunities. My question for each of the panelists is, why are you contributing to the free software project that you have selected to present here today? Meg, first with the GNOME project, and we'll just go filter the microphone from there.
So I got involved in free software through the Women's Outreach Program, which is one of the programs I was talking about. But the reason why I've stayed involved in free software is because it's important to me to contribute to something that people can freely modify, so that they can benefit their own communities, so that they can use the software and modify it so that they're able to to benefit themselves, to benefit their communities, and then also I feel that it's a good way to learn skills.
All right. So when I started working with OI, I had a couple choices for the data sources that we were going to scrape and modify. The reason I chose the food inspections was because I came from Homo Park, and I often heard in school how some communities were food deserts. And if you guys don't know what that means, is that the communities don't have restaurants or places where they could buy healthy enough food, and all the food that they have are bad choices. So I was trying to look into the data to see if I could prove it that by zip code, certain places didn't have access to the kind of food that they needed.
I'm a lot simpler. Got involved in this one because it's Dave Eads' pet project. So when I started with SC3, this was one of the main projects there. I continue with it because it's something to do, keep my chops up.
I used to be a programmer, and no longer am a programmer, and I got that itch, and then I heard about this, and I had fun. And I think that making this particular information available helps, and we've met a number of people that have questions about it, concerns about it, and want to know more. And so that's kept me doing this.
Excellent. My particular answer to that question is because I'm here on stage representing FreeGeek Chicago. Why I keep coming? Because this place seriously is my cheers. I can come in, I can say, hey, how's it going, everyone? And everybody says, hey, Bethlyn, what's up? It's a very welcoming environment here at FreeGeek. Regardless of your skill level coming in, you will learn a lot about the free software desktop. Meg, can you please answer the question of what advice would you give to a brand new contributor to free software within GNOME? And we'll pass the microphone again.
I guess my advice would be to ask a lot of questions, to keep asking questions, to when you get frustrated, to just keep going and to keep trying. Because I think with free software, contributing to free software, sometimes there's a really steep learning curve, especially if you're coming in without a lot of computer science skills, which, people who are coming into the community in order to learn those skills are welcome also. And so what I would say is just know that everybody was a newcomer at some point, and no question is stupid, and just keep going with it.
This is gonna sound really bad, and I know people are gonna hate me for it, But I would say if you want to get involved with some programming, find a new project, because I personally have tried to join bigger projects and it's been really hard to get started with it. And if you find a really like new project, you could learn it from the ground up. It's a really small project. And you could learn it from the ground up and you could really build around it and you will learn a lot more and you will see like the beginning of the process all the way to the end. And I think that's a lot more helpful, even though it'll be really cool to contribute to like the Linux kernel. So yeah. Oh, and get a good debugger.
That. But say, get frustrated enough to do something, but not so frustrated you give up and pretty much just scratch your own itch.
So the broken record is persistence. Just persist at it. It takes time, but you will make progress, not necessarily on a daily basis, but over time you will. And it is a rewarding challenge and process.
I would give the advice that even the larger projects appreciate fresh eyeballs upon their project. There's something called Linus's law that once we have 10 million eyeballs within free software, all bugs are shallow. So come in and say, hey, I like this project, but these are the things that are confusing to me about this project. It should be taken well into consideration so that new software ventures can also continue to flourish within the model of bringing in new eyeballs. We always, always, always need new free software contributors. Okay, we don't have much time, so I'll make the next question short. If there is only one editor that you could have on your desert island, what would you pick?
I'm supposed to say Emacs, but I actually use Gedit.
Vim.
On Linux, Genie.
So I grew up on Emacs, so I'm going to go with Emacs.
VI, not Vim. All right, I hope everyone had a really awesome FOSS project hour, or a really awesome overall experience here at FreeGeek Chicago's second annual Software Freedom Day.